Well, hey there. My name's Kendall. It's nice to meet you. I was wondering if you'd like to try to come on a walk with me tonight. Come on, let's go. So I know this is our first time meeting, so I'll tell you a little bit about myself. As I said, my name is Kendall. I live in the suburbs outside of a small city, and I've got a wife at home and two wonderful kids, ages 4 and 1. They are quite the handful, but I love them the same way you do with anyone in your family. Let's see here. I work a desk job for a living. I get to work from home, which is both nice and difficult at the same time. It's nice because there's no commute time. You get a 0 commute time, you roll out of bed, you go to work, and you're in good shape. The bad news is you have a 0 commute time. So when my wife or family needs something, it takes me 0 time to get out there and be with them. I enjoy anime. I like to listen to books on audio. I don't have a lot of time to sit down and read with young children, so that's how I'm able to get a lot of my learning in these days. Oops. Have a little post-it note with me, and it just fell off the screen. That's what you saw. Let's see here. What else can I tell you about myself? I'm not terribly physically fit myself. I don't get a lot of enjoyment of just raw exercise. But if it's attached to a game, I can play for hours on end, even though I am terrible when it comes to physical activity. For hobbies and interests, I started a new one recently. I want to try to write a book. And that's quite a story I'll have to share with you another day, to be sure. Let's see, hobbies, interests, families. Well, that's very basics on me. I'm sure I'll be sharing a lot more as we produce more videos. Hey, maybe you could tell me something about yourself in the comments if you just want to leave a quick fact. How about something you like or something you dislike? Keep it really simple. I like homemade chocolate chip cookies a whole lot. I dislike interacting with animals. I've just not had a lot of experience with that growing up, so I find it really difficult to do something like that. The last thing I want to tell you about is what I feel right now. And honestly, it's scared. I never thought I would be a content creator. I never thought I'd have anything to film or to show or to share on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, just because I don't really have anything that interesting compared to the other people who are on the platform. Nor did I think I had much to say. And yet, here I am trying to start a channel. It's crazy how difficult it is. It's crazy how much effort it takes to just look into a camera and to come up with a subject and a script, and I have no idea how people are going to take it. I honestly don't know if you're going to like this video or dislike this video, or what you might comment as a result. But here I am trying something new, way outside of my comfort zone. And there's a reason for that. In fact, there's a reason every time we do something out of our comfort zone. When was the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone? What was something you did or focused on or engaged in? And then here's a question to ask behind that. What was the reason behind that? What drove you to want to step outside and do something that was uncomfortable? And maybe it was just a little uncomfortable. Maybe it was going to school by a different route. Or maybe it was starting a YouTube channel. So the reason for stepping outside of my comfort zone has to do with the title. It's called Chasing Eternity. Now, the concept behind this, and at least what I see in the American Christian churches, is a whole lot of spiritual apathy. And by apathy, it's just emotionally, I don't care. I'm just not involved. I'm not emotionally present. Yeah, I might be in church, but it really doesn't mean anything to me. I can't build any excitement around it. And this is something I've struggled with my whole life. For 30 plus years now, I've been a follower of Christ. But it's more of just been going through the motions, doing it because I ought to do it. The rewards I get for being honest and having integrity and for hard working. But more to move away from pain instead of towards pleasure. But recently, God has been taking me on a journey where I've been rediscovering my faith on a much deeper and much more personal level. And now I'm really excited about my faith. And I want to do things because they drive me forward, not because they push me forward. And it has just transformed the way that I've connect with God. In fact, with the way I connect with everyone, my wife, my friends, my coworkers, schoolmates, you name it. And I want to share a little bit about what that journey meant to me. And my hope is that something that I say might help you out too. So, what is chasing eternity? The idea is that in order to chase something, you keep both eyes on it. You've got to be locked on your target. And then you run. You run fast, you run hard. Because whatever you're going after, you want to get it. And you want to get it with everything you've got. Which is why you expend the most amount of physical energy you can in order to get there. So, as I come to the end of this video, I wanted to cover what this channel is in 3 things, and 3 things this channel is not. So first of all, this channel is going to be looking at things from the Christian perspective. Now, let me stop you right there before you click off the video. It's okay if you're not there right now. And if the religious thing isn't really your thing, that's okay. Stick around anyway. I'm sure we can still learn a lot of things from each other. I would really like to learn something from you too. And I promise that I am not going to ram Jesus down your throat. I'm not here to condemn or make you feel worse about yourself or to push some religious dogma on you. That's basically rules and regulations if you don't know what dogma means. Instead, I just want to be here for you. And I want to do my best to listen and maybe teach you something you don't know. I too am walking on this journey. I honestly don't get everything that I'm talking about. The next thing I want this to be is about mental health. I think mental health in the relationship with our health is integral. It's really important when it comes to how we connect with Christ. And if we have a crappy relationship with ourselves, we're going to have a crappy relationship with God. It's just the foregone conclusion because we can't see past our own hurt and pain. Now, God wants to find us in that pain. I think it's a little heavy over time. I've got this on the stabilizer. Hopefully it makes the video a bit more clear. Ultimately, I think mental health is going to help you unlock your potential. And the last thing is I want these videos to be encouraging to you. I want these videos to lift you up, and that when we're done here, that you feel a little bit better about yourself and you feel a little bit stronger. Okay, so I also wanted to cover 3 things this channel is not. Okay, first of all, I am no trained professional. I am not a pastor, a elder, a clergy. I'm no counselor, psychologist, or coach. I'm just a guy. I fly a desk for a living from a room off my house. And so If you want the professional point of view, or you want to hear really long explanations, great. There are wonderful YouTube channels out there that can give you exactly that. But right here, I just want to be honest with you and the things that I've learned on my journey. And maybe there's a way that I say it or I simplify it that just hits home for you. The next thing these videos are not are well polished. You'll notice that I've got no fancy backgrounds. I don't even have really high-tech equipment that I'm shooting or editing with. It's very simple, it's very straightforward, and there's nothing special about what I do. But that's on purpose, because I think we go through life a lot of times looking for that candy-colored lens, that polished look, the final product. Entertain me, make it smooth, make it really easy to digest. Make it fast too, because I'm going to move on to the next video. You know how I know that? Because that's how I operate. But maybe we need just a little bit less of that in our lives. Maybe instead what we need is a moment to unhook and unwind. Could you take a minute with me just to slow your life down a little bit? Let's walk together. Let's talk together. Let's learn together. Actually, I think I combined my last 2 points into one. I was going to say no psychologist, no priest or preacher or anything like that. So when I combined those two, I realized I just put 3 into 2. So you'll have to forgive me for that. But hey, you know, that's okay. It's okay I didn't get it right on my first attempt. I'm going to get better. I'm going to keep trying and practicing. Somebody's got a really loud motor on the next street over. I hope you didn't hear too much of that. It was deafening from where I was. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to keep this simple and straightforward. I want to walk with you together through life, at least for this next season, for this next period. So until I see you guys again, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me for a little bit. I really look forward to everything that I have to share with you. And more importantly, what God has to share with you. Have a good night.